me.
Yeah.
I missed you. All right, guys, so we're going to get started today. We're actually starting a new lesson today on a term called financial management, but we're going to have fun with it, and we're going to make it very easy and very plain. Before we get started with that, though, guys, what I would like to do is I want to go ahead and get started with, I'll start with our activity, and then we'll go into what our objectives are. I just want you to kind of just make some real life connections. I just want you guys to kind of connect the dots, and we'll go from there. Now, this movie is an older movie. I just got a small clip from it, and your parents probably would remember this movie. It's called Brewster's Million, and this particular guy, Brewster, he's going to be faced with a particular dilemma. So what I want you guys to do is take out a sheet of paper. Take out a sheet of paper. You guys got school supplies, right? Yeah, you come to school with paper. Take out a sheet of paper, just one sheet. I want you to be ready once the film is over to write a couple things down. Everybody ready?
Yes.
Okay, let's go ahead and get started.
So no sound.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on, let me back up. I'm not sure where that's coming from. Dr.
Oh, I know where that's coming from.
I'm like, that's so not in this movie.
Hold on. They got him in the tech club.
Oh, it's the website.
So sorry. Goodness gracious. Let's see here. No. It's surreal. Oh.
It's in your username.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
It's the website that he created for his business portfolio. He has music on it.
Oh,
And
that
she
guy.
She opened it under her username, so it's a different one.
Are you in that club too?
Yeah, I am.
Why did you go to the meeting?
I'm the secretary.
Thank goodness. I'm not alone here. You know, oh, certainly, son of a pup.
Hey.
That was it.
Yes, goodness gracious. I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna go back to, you know.
Glad you tech the club, guys.
Yeah.
I would have never figured it out. I was like, I don't think that's part of the clip.
Ta-da. Ta-da.
All right, guys. Sorry about that little technical difficulty. Good to have people in high places, like the tech club. All right, guys. So have your paper ready. I want you to listen to this dilemma.
Let me tell you a little story, Brewster.
Just have it ready.
When I was 7 years old, my daddy caught me smoking a cigar. Locked me in a broom closet for 3 days and 3 nights with nothing but a box of cigars and a book of matches. No food, Brewster. No water, just those goddamn cigars wouldn't let me out.
Excuse that. You guys are in high school, you can handle this.
Taught me one hell of a lesson. You, what my daddy did to me. I'm going to teach you to hate spending money. I'm going to make you so sick of spending money that the mere sight of it will make you want to throw up. So, here's my proposition. You have 30 days in which to spend $30 million. If you can do it, you get $300 million.
There's gotta be a catch.
Of course there's a catch. You have to spend the $30 million. But after 30 days, you're not allowed to own any assets. No houses, no cars, no jewelry, nothing but the shirt on your back. Sounds easy, don't it? Well, you'll find out. You can hire anybody you want, but you gotta get value for their services. You can donate 5% to charity and gamble another 5% away, but you can't give this money away, and that includes buying a whole diamond for some bimbo as a birthday present. Oh, I know what you're thinking, Brewster. You'll buy yourself a dozen Picassos and use them for firewood, right? Wrong. You must not destroy what is inherently valuable. That's instant disqualification. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. You're not allowed to tell anybody why you have to spend this money.
What can I tell my friends?
Because I don't want anybody to help me out. Nobody helped me out in that closet with those cigars. I never had any friends. Well, Brewster, what do you think? You got the balls for it?
Baseball.
I doubt it. That's why I put a
He
special
means
will
baseballs.
on my will. You can have $1 million right now, forget the whole thing. Or you can go for the big one, Brewster. The 300 million. But if you fail, you don't get diddly.
All right. So let's just get started today with helping our friend Brewster out. Just a second, little portion. Okay. Yes.
I really gotta go to the bathroom.
No, right now. No. No, ma'am. Did the bell just ring? Did you have 5 minutes before you got to this class to use the restroom?
I heard it in my head right now.
So, next time, guys, use your time properly while you're changing classes, and let's use the restroom while we're switching classes, okay? Okay. So what I want you to do, guys, I want you to go ahead, take that paper that you pulled out, and I want you to draw a line that looks like a T, and on this side, I want you to say what you can buy, or I should put it here, and what you can't buy. This is your objective. You are Brewster. You have $1 million. Remember, Brewster can spend, he has 30 days to spend $30 million. You have 3 minutes to spend $1 million. I want you to take the next 3 minutes and tell me if you could spend $1 million over the next 30 days, what would you spend it on? No rules, just whatever comes to mind. I want you to go ahead and write what would you spend $1 million on over the next 30 days, and you have 3 minutes. Go ahead and get started. Actually changed my mind on this guy, so I just want to know what you'll buy. Don't have to worry about can't, we'll develop into that. I don't want to give you too much at one time. Touch me, camera.
Same
No,
rules
push
apply-
the little button in front of it.
The same rules apply where you can't have any, like, assets at the end.
She said no rules.
No rules.
No rules
We'll
apply.
develop into it, no worries. I just want to see what would you naturally end up with.
That you
Is that a blurry? It's a little blurry. Zoom. We got about 1.5 minutes, guys. Is it the telly zoom? Is it here? Or blurrier? You guys should be writing, not looking at. Susan's such a lifesaver with that tech club. Come on, guys, keep writing. 3 minutes. So you should have more than one thing, or more than one thing. Everybody has at least one thing, though, right? You can't think because you have to use the restroom.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna buy.
Porta potty. All right, guys. So give me some ideas. You have $1 million. What would you buy?
Okay. I'm gonna buy 1 million porta potties so that I can use the restroom at any time.
Ooh. Like the way you think. I like the way you think. Great investment.
Thank you.
Great investment. Yes, ma'am.
I would help my parents and I would buy them a house
You buy them a house.
and a car
$4 million.
and pay all their bills.
That's really nice of you. Okay, William.
I would buy a little jet. I would have
Where you
2
going?
houses
You can't get
I
out
have
of
a
that.
house. on the north side of the world and the south side of the world. I need my little jet to get to the north and the south houses.
Sounds good.
And I'll buy a couple of expensive cars. That's what I would buy.
You don't get it.
I like a pair of shoes that match a purse, like Louis Vuitton or Gucci.
$1 million? Okay.
Yeah, because they're really expensive.
She's so famous. Guys, let's remember to, if I see your cell phones out while I'm having I will certainly take it, and you can have your mother come and pick it back up, okay? We had this problem yesterday, I'm not gonna have it again today.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
I said a condo in Miami and a Maserati.
All right, sounds good. Anybody else? What about this side? I haven't heard anything from you guys.
I would buy some land with a house, some stocks in some companies, all that car too.
Yeah. No?
I would travel, so I don't know if I would buy a plane, but I would buy a lot of plane tickets.
All right. Sounds good. Anybody else want to share?
I have a lot of
She's pretty big.
I have
Coach bag.
high heels, clothes, Jordans, cherries,
Jordans.
children, phones, computers, tablets, homes, cars, RVs, land,
RVs.
horses, stop buns, jewelry, guns,
Yeah.
boats, jets.
You
Miss
only
Stubbs, she's
have
gonna
$1
buy the
million.
whole
You got $1 million.
She's gonna buy the whole mall, Miss Stubbs.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Great ideas. Great ideas. And that's a great lead in to what we're going to talk about. What we're going to talk about, guys. Get focused. Get focused. What we're going to start this conversation on today with is something that's called, in the financial world, assets and liabilities. And we're going to slowly build upon assets, liabilities, and see how those go into painting a picture that financial managers use called a balance sheet. And we're just going to build it brick by brick, and it'll all start coming together and it all makes sense, and then you'll see why I was asking you, what would you do if you had $1 million? So, to get started, let's take a look at our objectives for this particular lesson. Chanel, you want to go ahead and read the first one for me?
Students will be able to employ critical thinking skills to analyze the financial records used by businesses to evaluate financial performance to a degree of 85% accuracy.
Okay. And what I essentially mean by that, guys, I want you to start thinking outside of the box. What I heard from a lot of you guys was, I'll buy a car, I'll buy a house, I'll buy clothes and shoes. I want you guys to start thinking critically on how would you analyze why you should have bought a house, why should you have bought that car, and how is it going to benefit you. We're going to get you guys to a point, by the time you graduate high school, you would have built a financial vocabulary that you can have, more, I would say, more engaging conversations for, I know some of you guys took Miss Allen's entrepreneurship class not too long ago. So I want you to go ahead and start developing a language so you'll know how to speak to people, so you can share your entrepreneurial ideas with them. Our second one, you want to read that, Portia? Can you see it from there?
Yeah, I got my glasses.
Students will be able to examine financial statements and classify the elements of a balance sheet such as assets, liabilities, and owner's equity to a degree of 85% accuracy.
Okay, sounds good. And William, our last one?
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, that's
like he's got it.
You don't even got to get on.
Guys, be quiet. Let him finish.
Vocabulary with emphasis on financial terminology to a degree of 85% accuracy.
Great job. Great job.
When you have that food on the church last.
All right, guys. So, what I want to do now is I want to go into detail about the difference between assets and liabilities. Notice in that film, and we're just going to talk it through. Notice in the film with Brewster, his task was he could not be left with any assets at the end of 30 days. Anybody want to take a stab at what an asset would be? They gave us some examples in the film. I want to see how many of you guys are paying attention.
Like a house could be an asset. Something that you like own that you can sell for money.
Something that you could sell for money. So are you saying
Well,
essentially
you
that?
can own it and then you can, resell it.
Something of value.
Okay, something of value. Yeah.
You can use it as collateral.
Something you could use as collateral. Okay, so it has value. Susan?
They said that you couldn't spend it on a dime into some bimbo.
Did say that. Could be an asset, correct. And Portia?
I don't remember if that was in the movie or not, but I remember in Miss Eunice's class that we learned about stocks. Is that an example of an asset?
It would be. Essentially, guys, we're going to start off with a very simple definition of what an asset is. And I want you to think of it in these terms and these terms only for right now. And we will evolve so that you'll get a greater understanding of assets. Right now, think of this. It puts money in your pocket. An asset is something that puts money in your pocket. Okay? So, now what I'm going to do is I want to take some of the things, assets put money in your pocket.
Front or back?
I can tell you this, William. William. Portia. I'm at my limit with you. I'm at my limit. If I have to call your name one more time, and if I write your name on this board, you get a call home tonight. Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Assets put money in your pocket. So, with that being said, let's go back to our T model. Then nice Portia. Portia said she would buy how many porta potties?
1 million?
1 million porta potties. Do you have to pay to have, do you have to pay to use a porta potty?
No.
No, but you got to pay to have it on somebody's property.
There you go. That's exactly what I was looking for. She would still make money by renting out her porta potty so that you could use it free of charge, let's say like at a festival. So does a porta potty have the ability to put money in her pocket?
Yes.
Yes.
But she's got to spend money on toilet paper.
Yeah.
She does. It's going to cost her, it's going to cost her to run this business of 1 million porta potties that she so desperately needs. But I give her credit. She was one of few that actually bought an asset. So let's say porta potty.
I don't use porta potty. You will if you gotta go to the bathroom.
Is it a clean one?
I want to share another word with you guys.
I guess
call, as well as you will have detention tomorrow. I don't want to hear.
We were talking about the lesson. Oh, man.
If your name gets on this board, automatic detention and a call home. Am I clear with everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, enough foolishness for today. Calm down. So, if an asset puts money in your pocket, what do you think would take money out of your pocket? Just take a stab at it.
Toilet paper?
Not quite, Susan. We're close.
Her name on the board.
An expense?
You're right.
An expense.
An expense can take money out of your pocket. You guys ever heard of a term called a liability?
Yes.
Okay. So liabilities, and we'll get to that, Laura, as we progress. That's going to be on another statement we're going to use. I'm just trying to make this as simple as possible because this can get very complex. Liabilities take money out of your pocket. How many people said they were going to buy a house? Right, by show of hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Over half of you guys. Can your house put money in your pocket, or does it take money out of your pocket?
Both.
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 You can rent your house out.
I'm talking about that's different. Let's call that rental property, and we'll get there. But as of the house that you live in day by day with your parents, do you think that house puts money in their pocket in either a monthly basis or an annual basis, or is it taking money out of their pocket?
It's a liability at that point.
She takes money out of the pocket.
Takes money out of your pocket. For a long time, people consider that to be their greatest asset, and it does have value. Because an asset still is something of value that puts money in your pocket. A liability can still have value, but take money out of your pocket. And most people in class today said that they would buy a house. They said they would buy jets. They would say they said they would buy clothes.
She said she buy guns.
And guns.
Chanel said that.
Yeah, she like that.
Can a jet put money in your pocket?
If you read it out.
William,
Yes, ma'am.
you want your name on the board?
No, ma'am.
William said a party potty is where your ass is.
Valid point. And it is an asset. It is an asset. Let's get back on track, guys. Can a jet put money in your pocket?
Yes, you can rent it out.
You can rent it out, but let's just say it's your primary jet that you use. Portia, put your hand out, you can recognize. I'll call you in a second.
Pep rally.
Oh, you just give you like a little notice. Okay, guys. Well, I didn't get through as much as I wanted to get through with you guys. I do have some
His name on the board.
This was a good class discussion. I enjoyed it.
Thank you. I wanted to share more with you guys as far as getting a true understanding of assets and liabilities. What I'm passing out to you guys is a crossword puzzle. I want this to be your homework. So in closing, I just want you to go through it, get familiar with these vocabulary terms, and let's bring that back and we'll go over it tomorrow. And remember, use this as your rule of thumb. Assets, money in your pocket, and liabilities, money out of your pocket.